Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of a talk through the Kilmarnock music scene. Today in the Man Cave we have got George Noman, who is a musician, an artist, a producer and an international man of mystery. Welcome along, George. Thanks for coming along today.
Thank you for having me.
George, when did you first get into music?
When I was about 3, because I remember Tiger Feet by Mud on Top of the Pops. I never slept till I was about 5, so the only thing that would calm me was the Doctor Who theme, the Monkeys on television. So between the Doctor Who theme, the Monkeys and Tiger Feet, you have the full recipe for what our music is and always will be.
And then you get to a certain age and certain kind of music influences you. What music influenced you?
The first band I loved was The Jam, because being from New Farm, and it was a law to like The Jam. So The Jam were my first kind of love. Don't recommend meeting Paul Weller. I'll edit that out. My first beautiful introduction to the music industry was when I was 10 or 11 and staying in New Farm. There was one night I saw the System walking down the road. Paul McHolland had his drums and wheelbarrow. Doogie and Zib had their guitars and were struggling. So I went up to them and said, "Do you want a hand carrying your stuff to your practice room?" And they obviously accepted. And I thought, this is it. I'm in show business now. Show business arrived. So we'd carried it down, and then they said, "Well, we're playing here next week. You're playing in my school?" And I was like, "Yeah, so you want to come along?" So I went along, and I was only about that height at the time. So Big Bobo saw me in the crowd and went, "There's that guy that helped us with our gear. He's so small, he's getting crushed. Put him at the side of the stage." So there I was, and Bob was like, "Can you hold this guitar while I do this?" I can do that. And then I thought, this is a good job. This is what I'd like to do for the rest of my life. So that ruined secondary school, because you know the James Hamilton, so the maths department looked out on a hill at the time, and there was one day I was writing maths. Up on the hill, Bobo, Brian, Zib, Doogie and Paul. I'm sitting in maths, they're sitting up there, and I'm going, I should be there with them doing that. That looks far better. So that was school destroyed. Thank you, Doogie.
What age was you when you formed your first band, Flowers to Burn, and how did they come about?
16 at school. Just basically people at school, people who were at different schools. So people that listened to John Peel, people that read NME, people that watched Top of the Pops. You go, I'm going to start a band. Okay, I know a guy who plays a guitar. Is he good? He can play 3 chords, so that's all we need. I was supposed to be the singer at the time, but Big Oxel, who was supposed to be the drummer, could not play the drums in any shape or form. So it got, after 2 rehearsals, look, I'll play the drums, you sing. He couldn't sing either. But that was the start of the whole roller coaster. But the first gig I played was in the Labour Club, and it was with another band whose bass player was going on holiday and forgot to tell them until 2 days before it, I'm going on holiday, so that I can't play this gig. So I had an hour to learn the bass lines. Never played bass before. We ran out of time, so I couldn't learn the last song. So I had to play the first 5 songs, then walk off while they played the last song. And Franny from, what's his band called? San Fran?
Catch 22.
Catch 22, I think it was. Yeah. That's who they were supporting. And they ran up to me as the bass amp blew up. What's wrong? I was going, I didn't have time to learn the last song. And rather than, they were kind of going, that's pretty cool. That's gone. And because I thought the guy go, what, you didn't know how to play the last song? They were fine with that. So.
What band was that, George?
Desolated, which was another New Farm band of Joy Division fans who then became the Overlords, or the Deutschland Overlords, but it was like, you will be the Overlords because your Joy Division fandom can't just go for that. So, but I'll tell you an interesting story about the Overlords if you wish to hear it.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, there was a gig getting set up, and two of the Overlords asked if they could play it. And a singer and a local band told the band, no, you cannot do this gig because you're not established enough. And I think it was at the Labour Club. So you're talking 50 folk at max. You're not established enough to do this gig. So we got a gig, and I wrote on it, established, on the poster, established. Who needs to be? Right? So we played the gig, and the singer of the local band came in and grabbed me against the wall and said, you should not be saying that. That was... But I will not mention who that singer was. For priority's sake and property's sake, I will not name or shame who that person was.
Next question, George. Who was that singer?
What?
Who was that singer?
I could never say.
Come back to Flowers to Burn. Was that Gordie Harrow,
Yes, Jim,
Murray,
myself,
and Oxo?
and Paul Oxenham,
Aye.
and then David Dunsmuir came in for a
Did
bit.
Davey play as
He
well?
came in for the death throes. So, yeah.
Prior to Semper Found.
I think it was during, no, it was, I think he was moonlighting in about 12 bands at the time, the
He
Spaceheads.
played in a few bands.
What was your favourite places to play in Kilmarnock?
And Kilmarnock, well, it was only the Labour Club. No, I tell
Back
a lie.
then?
No, I tell a lie. The best place and somewhere that needs to get done was Rickham Community Centre. Excellent. We had a stage. Beautiful place. Rickham Community
Never
Centre.
been in it, have you?
No.
I never
Face.
have.
Again, they had gigs in there.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
Who played in there, George?
The Fairies. I can't pronounce their name, but the band that had the drummer from the Super Furry Animals, Adrifen, they played it. It's a beautiful place. It's a good big stage. Big.
I don't think you even know where it is, do you?
See where the fire station is.
Yeah.
Across there.
Just across there.
Yep.
Oh, I
beautiful place.
came where it is.
Beautiful
I came where
place.
it is.
I know where it is now as well.
Beautiful place.
I came
Stage.
Kind of light blue building, is that the one I'm thinking of?
Aye, that's it. They have a Wayne's
Oh, do they?
crest thing in it. Because when we were going by, come home for a lot to see all the parents waiting and their Wayne's coming out. And
That's cues to see where we played. And bless the
I
stage.
can imagine it as
A blue flag, can you see that?
It's got a blue flag.
So, George, how does the songwriting work when you're working on a song? How does it come together?
It depends. Definitely, we've got a big back catalogue, so things come from film soundtracks, books, movies, music.
And do you get in with a kind of rough demo, or
No.
do you just...
No, we put it through the blender. If I have an idea and I know it's going to sound like that, it never sounds like that on the other side because it's been nomanified, which is how it should be. Everybody's equal. Everybody's paid the same. We'll credit ourselves as no men in all records. We never song by George. I don't like that. I like that.
Yeah.
That's it. We've wrote it. But it's sometimes a jamming, sometimes just a noise, sometimes a conversation between us sparks something. Sometimes the stupidest things we say can lead to the greatest ideas. But we're the kind of band that people can sit in the pub and go, oh, she did this, she did that, and then never do it. We go, well, we can do that because there's nothing stopping us except ourselves.
Is it a kind of... No, man, I know yourself and know Alan. And you, Billy, was obviously part of it. But is there quite a revolving door? Or is there a kind of set?
Yeah, there's a core.
A core?
Yeah. But we're not afraid to say,
come and join us, or...
if we need a violin player, we know a violin player. So if we need a female vocalist, we can go to her. You know, we're not precious about... I mean, there could be songs when I'm not on it and it's still a no man. But we're not precious about the lineup. So
Yeah.
too many folk are precious. Oh, it's a band. You know, it's the music at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if you want to make it better, there's no point in saying, oh, I really want a Van Halen guitar solo in this. Not that I would.
Aye.
But I can't play that. but I know somebody who can. So if you need that, you go and go, can you play over this? Special guest stars. You know what I mean?
And you play a lot of different styles of music. This morning I was listening to a song, The Waitress is Better Looking Than My Wife.
My son wrote that song. He wrote the lyrics.
And it's a kind of right country song. So
we love country. We love all music. You know what I mean? Why should we play the same music? I mean, we don't listen to the same. I don't listen to the same music every day. I could be listening to disco, Japanese noise rock, DIY stuff, krautrock, ambient records.
Why should you be pigeonholed?
Put them all together, and that's...
How would you describe your sound?
Nomanish, Noman-esque, with hints of everything. You can't turn your ears off to it. If there's country music, I want to hear the best of country music, so I'll go, oh, Charles Jones. If there's disco music, I want to hear the best disco music. If there's noise rock, I want to hear the best of that. I want to hear the best of everything, and then see what influences you, because why should, I'm in this kind of band, so you can't listen to that. And the whole band are so, we're like a information exchange outfit, where we're all deep divers. We go, have you seen this? Have you heard that? Have you read this? No, right, have you seen this? Blah, 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 blah. So we all have a role in that. Nobody's higher than anybody else in the band, you know. It's just what it is.
The No Men are kind of a bit like Kilmarnock's best kept secret, because you don't play that often. Yeah. Is there a reason for that?
Well,
when was the last time you played in Kilmarnock?
I've never played in Kilmarnock. I don't see the point in playing Kilmarnock. Why should we play Kilmarnock? Why
to let the local music fans see what you're like? Yeah. Come along to your gigs.
Nobody's asked us.
But nobody does ask you. You need to go out and...
I don't need to go out and
I
don't need to go
get the gigs.
I don't need
once
to
you do that once or twice, then
no.
will ask you.
No, I don't need to do that. I really don't need to go and ask somebody for a gig and come on. What would it do for me? What would it do for the band? You know what I mean? It's not like... If somebody asked me, do you want to play a gig in Kilmarnock, I'd say, oh, why not? But I'm not going to go, please, can you let us play in Kilmarnock? You know what I mean? I'm not...
That's what we do, though.
That's fine, that's good. What's good for you is I prefer recording, creating. We are playing in Glasgow, so the last 2 months we've been rehearsing for this gig, because there's folk coming from London and Aberdeen and all over to see us, so we have to be. But that's 2 months that we could have spent.
George and Waite's old hairdresser.
But that's 2 months that we've spent. We could have been doing other stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like we have to go back and try to learn your own songs again.
Do you think gigs are a bit of distraction? You are producing and recording and writing.
I prefer recording and writing and creating. I prefer that. Live, it doesn't hold that appeal to me. It's like I don't need that. It's like we've had radio specials. It's the best case secret. We've had radio specials in Canada, France, Germany, America. So we're not that secret. You know, my friend Joe Foster, who, as you know, started Creation Records, he says you're like the kind of band. See that every town has that musical weirdo that likes the kind of strange stuff, and there's one in every town. So we just need to get that person in every town, because the world's full of them, and there's usually about 5 of them. So you go, those are the people you're appealing to. So it's like, get them all. So that's the way we look at it. We are on social media, but we sell a lot of records, so
good.
It's not like if you offer us a gig, we'd do it.
Aye.
Maybe, but get us 6 months' notice.
Aye.
Because we need to rehearse, you know what I mean? Because we need to.
Because if you're only playing one gig every year of that, then
6 years. The last time we played was 6 years ago.
You're going to forget this. Everybody needs to relearn all the songs again.
6 years ago.
6 years ago, we played Glasgow with Chowhead for the Swell Maps. Oh. And we had to be the Swell Maps that night as well, which was terrifying for me, because you're going, the Swell Maps are one of my favourite bands. Yeah. And it's like, right, and he come up and they recorded with it in Kilmarnock, and then it was like, right, I'm doing a gig, can you support? Yeah, but then can you also be the Swell Maps that night? And it's like, So I come off stage and usually I can decompress after that. And it's like, no, I need to go into it. I need to go and be this William Haps now. I don't like it. I don't like it. I used to like it when I was younger, but now
that would have been quite...
It terrifies me.
Terrifying.
That's why we use strobe lights and dry ice, so you can't see us.
Summer is on its way. Looking forward to the sunny day. Wondering what should we do? Get ready for the barbecue. Getting ready, we're getting ready. Getting ready.
You've released quite a large catalogue of songs.
Yeah.
How do you finance that? Getting the suit playing live, getting the money for playing live. How do you finance the releasing the large amount of records you have?
Really boring answer. Market research. Know your market. Don't press 5,000 records if you're not going to sell 500 copies. Sell what you need, make a profit, put that money back into the fund, make the next record. Return, make the next record. Don't press up. I'm pressing 1 million albums. I can't move in my living room for the full boxes. No. That's really boring, but if you're a band, you need to know
Well,
these
it's the truth,
things.
though, isn't it?
It's the total truth. Don't press up too many. Don't think that it might be just your mum buys your records. My mum doesn't even buy her records. She hates her band. she thinks, when are you going to give this up? I'm going, I'm never going to give it up. I can't give it up. It's like a sickness. It's a madness. So just know. I mean, you know, you can see where you're selling records. You can see where your Spotify views are. I hate Spotify. You can see where your YouTube, the zones are. I was surprised. Belgium? Who knew? Lithuania? They keep asking us to do a festival in Lithuania. No. No. Why would we go?
Why no?
Because
It's a wee holiday to know.
I don't go on holidays. I have a very forgiving wife because I don't go on holiday because it's like we could spend that $2,000 and go on holiday, or we could buy microphones and guitar pedals and we could make some stuff. And she's very, very understanding about this. You know what I mean? We can make her sell merch.
Have you two never met before? Seriously?
You know what I mean? It's like a holiday can last a fortnight. A sure microphone lasts for years.
The only thing is he likes gigging right enough, but you'd be quite happy sitting recording and everything, wouldn't you?
When you can put something backwards through reverb and then slow it down, why you can't do that? And that's another thing, because of records, so many sounds. I mean, at this gig we have to have the drums on an iPad, so because I can't play the drums and sing and play the guitar. There's so many instruments playing. We've got the modular synthesizers, we've got the Moog synthesizer, we've got the bass, you've got the triangle. You can't replicate that live. Whereas in the studio, you can go, oh, track 14. Yeah, we're going to add backwards dulcimer. Hey, how's that sound? How's it sound slowed down? Sounds great. Can we have an hour of that? But if you're playing live...
How many people are going to be on stage at the gig? How many people are going to be in Noman that night?
Three.
To recreate the sound that you make.
We've played the simplest stripped down songs.
Just you and Alan.
And Billy from the band. Billy 2, as we call him.
Okay.
He is a modular Moog wizard, sound genius, loves the same records as us, loves the same films. He's a Noman through and through.
How has music changed you?
I don't think it has. I think it made me. I don't recall a time...
How has music made you?
Friends, financially scant. I can't imagine no music. I'd rather be short than hear no music. Unless it's terrible music. You know what I mean?
What's been your musical highlight?
without sounding arsey, Tokyo, Japan.
I seen you on stage singing with a band over there.
Yeah, Noman Bright, great band. Lovely, beautiful place, great record shops.
How long ago was that, George?
Last century. 1999 with Prince.
Yeah.
You also worked with the Trash Can Sinatras.
Yeah.
Tell us a wee bit about that. How did that come about?
I was doing a project for college, putting together a compilation CD. I asked the Trash Cans, can I have a track? Yes. I was doing a bit of A&R work for Independiente Records and Go Beat Records at the time. Can you help out by doing the stuff that we don't want to do? Sure. That was it. Simple as that. And then the Trash Cans are great. I mean,
Yeah.
talk about, they're more stubborn and uncompromising than I am. They make me sound like a sellout. But if you can't learn, if you spend that time with them, you learn lots. How you should do it and what not to do.
Brilliant guys.
And you went and toured with them.
Yeah.
What was that like?
That's from my book, Trash Cans Babylon.
So you're not going to tell us?
It's just the same as, it's like you go to a gig, you set up, play a gig, you go to a hotel, you fall asleep. It's like every gig. You've played a gig. You know what I mean? Apart from, of course, the many, many fans and the adulation. It's just the same as any gig. You know what I mean? We didn't have... It wasn't Queen.
Did they play in CBGBs?
Years ago, yeah.
I remember seeing pictures of you outside it, huh?
No, not that time. I just
Oh.
wanted to see CBGBs because I had to see CBGBs. Because why would you know? Why to see CBGBs? Although it's a dump.
Oh,
But you know,
that's what made it.
I still had to see it, and I had to see where Warhorse factory was, obviously, because the Velvet Underground.
All these great,
changed everybody's life.
all these great places. The Marquis are dumping all these great places are. That's what gives them a bit of character. How was the musical landscape changed for when you started to now?
In what context?
Places to play, folk coming to see you, things like that.
Well,
The folks' attitude towards going to live gigs.
this, you're going to hate this, but I think over the last 20 years, Kilmarnock's been an absolute disgrace. Like, it's like a 70s working men's club. You've got tribute bands, you've got cover bands, you've got retro acts that weren't that good in the first place coming. So, to me, that's like a dead loss. It was the 70s. You know, you hear these working clubs. That's what like to me. You see it, and I know you'll disagree with me, but you go, I don't want to go and see a tribute band to this, that. I want to see 16-year-olds telling us to sod off. You know what I mean? It's like it was dead for a long time. And, you know,
It's not coming
it's not
back.
to me.
It's not coming back.
You don't know that. Yeah, do you know that? Do you know that?
Well,
you don't know that.
for one, where do you play in Kilmarnock now? There's a couple of places. See, years ago,
Yeah,
there's a whole load of places you could play.
yeah.
But now, it's slowly getting worse and worse and worse.
But it's changed, you know what I mean? Like, young bands have the internet. We never had the internet.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
The download is the 7-inch single. It's cheap. It's available. They can set up. The bands set up in rehearsal studios in Glasgow, and they have gigs there. They set them up, which means that's no age restriction. If you're 16 and want to go and see a band, you can go and see the band. It's all through the internet. You know what I mean? If you go into a pub and you're a band that's 16, you're not going to get a gig. Your pals aren't getting in. They're going to find somewhere else. And that's the way it should be. It should be happening without us knowing it. You know, it's not up to us. We've had our time. It's up to them to push through and say, so do you, Grandpa. What do you know? You know what I mean? It's not up to us. It's up to them. And they've got the internet. They've got their TikTok and they've got that. And they're pushing that. So
you know,
it's not easier.
Doing it online.
It's difficult because there's so much you have to stand out. So, is it harder for a band? No. Is it easy for a band? No. If you've got ideas, talent, you might not be a millionaire, but then again, making a record is a success in itself. Whether you sell 10 copies of it or 20 million copies of it, if you've made a record and it sells 10 copies, to me, that's a success, because you've achieved something that you put your heart into. And if you don't sell out and you don't compromise and you stay true to your artistic vision, you're a success, whether you sell 1 record, 10 records, 1,000 records, 1,000,000 records. Doesn't matter. Don't count it. It's not a competition. You don't need to be getting 2 million likes or whatever. As long as you're doing what you think you should be doing. And don't...
Or what you want to do.
Yeah. Or what you think. I mean, you know what I mean? You might have to work a job, but then again, lots of people do work jobs. I mean, and then you do it in your spare time. Or as I say, I'll work in my spare time. For the rest of my time, I'm a Noman. I work in my spare time. That's what I do. You know what I mean? The rest of the time, we're thinking of things. If we're going to make a film, how about make a film about aliens invading Newcastle? That was one of the stupid ideas, and we made it. God, it's on YouTube, kids.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube, kids, yes. We built our own sets.
But say its name so folk know.
Space Rockets.
Space Rockets.
Space Rockets. An adventure in Newcastle when the aliens land. It's genius.
I'm going to watch that.
It makes Ed Wood look like a auteur. Although Ed Wood was an auteur, so...
So are you talking about like a DIY ethic with,
Of course.
with kids? Because we were talking about
It's the only way.
if they're playing live, just do it yourself.
Yeah.
Don't go and ask, just,
Yeah.
do it yourself. And the same way, I mean, obviously, technology isn't my strong point, but
Not mine.
the
Not
things you
mine.
can do nowadays with, you mentioned TikTok and,
Yeah.
YouTube, etc.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying about the DIY thing.
Of course.
I think.
Record companies are dead. Unless... And people forget that if you're getting £1 million for a record company, that's £1 million you owe them. So you know what I mean? Folk, I signed a 10 million record contract. Hooray! No, it's me going to me going to the bank and saying, "Can I have £10 million?" Yes, there you go. Yeah, I'm a millionaire. Yay! No, you have to pay it back. So, but if you're doing it DIY style, which takes time to build, you make mistakes, you learn from the mistakes, but you only have yourself to answer to. The only authority is yourself, as Crass would say. And you're only indebted to yourself. You don't owe anybody anything. You know what I mean?
It's like
It's like everything. It's like that. It's like Terry Hooley.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're all pal.
I blame Terry Hooley for. I know I blame him for a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Well, give me an example.
Wanting to start a record label. Oh, that'd be great.
So that was a kind of off-the-cuff idea.
I know.
We hadn't seen a
Trust
band
me.
one night and thought, I want to release a record by you. And they went, right, okay, let's do it. And he thought,
Yeah,
let's
I
do
know,
it.
I've been in exactly the same place.
And believe me,
Yeah,
he's a kind of guy, things are just kind of off the cuff.
exactly.
And he doesn't think too far in front of you. So
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But I think
You never know.
that's
That's
a
the way it is.
great attitude to have.
That's the only attitude to have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like, we're starting a record label. Yeah. I know a band. Yeah, I'm going to press it up. What do we do next? I need distribution. Terry Hooley, I watched that Good Vibration film drunk and now I'm trapped. You know what I mean? Brilliant film, beautiful film. Made me cry.
On that note, what advice have you got for young bands?
Don't take advice. Not from us. Take your own advice. Do what you want to do. Exactly what I said. Do what you need to do. Do it how you want to do it. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to me. Even if you are listening to me, don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Do what you want to do. That's my advice.
Did you ever manage a band?
Yeah.
You did manage bands, didn't you?
I did that.
I think you'd have been an excellent manager of a band.
That's how I'm not making convention bands anymore.
If I wanted somebody to get into Novus to get money for a gig, it would be you.
Oh, exactly. That's what I was just thinking.
I'll do a classic napkin deal. And
napkin deal?
Classic napkin deal.
Which is?
A record contract written in it.
Oh, yeah. All right, I've got you.
A classic napkin deal. If you've ever seen West Heath Yard, Edwin Collins' spoof music business programme, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. The classic napkin deal. Going to the classic napkin deal right here. 50-50, trips to New York. Sign here. Can't read that.
Yeah, right.
It's a classic.
Is it on YouTube, that one?
It is indeed on YouTube.
I'll have a look at
But a friend of mine who was Paul Weller's producer, he's gone. He met Edwin Collins and he went to West Heath Yard and he says, "You never believe it. The only people who watched that programme were in Kilmarnock, and it was me and the trash cans. We were the only people that watched that programme when it was on telly. We'd set a video, send videos, kids, and then watch it. Genius. Brilliant. Absolutely wonderful stuff.
I do like
Check
it.
it out.
Actually.
I've met him a couple of times. He's quite a nice guy. I actually met him in the Sounds offices.
There you go.
What are you doing in there?
I was in my records.
All right.
I was in with some free papers.
You're a paper round. Just start this paper round.
I didn't like to buy the Sounds. I just like to get to those and take it.
There you go.
Did you think you'd still be playing music in your 50s?
It's like saying, do you think you'd still have two legs? Do you think you'd still be breathing? Of course, it's an illness.
But when you were younger, did you think,
Yeah, lifer. Huh? Yeah.
you've been this forever?
I'll die in the studio. Was that alright? And that's how I would want it to be. You know what I mean? No, I'm getting overdone, please. Yeah, at a young age, that's what I wanted to do. I don't see any reason to change that. I enjoy it. We're good. We're getting better. You can't give it in. It's like I get antsy if I'm not creating music. I can't go longer than a month. I drive the wife nuts.
See, when you're working in songs and that in the studio and that, and you've got the rest of the guys there, you get excited whenever
Of course.
a good tune comes along.
Of course. It's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous game. Of course we do. We get excited. Why would we still get excited about music? That's why we make records.
Are you not desperate to play that in front of an audience to let them hear?
No!
See, that's where the excitement comes.
How?
I don't know. Letting other people hear what you...
No, that's where you think that comes from. I don't think that at all. And that's a different mindset than if I've created something, that's how I want it. I've put a record out. The KLF never played live, and they made great records. Do you think they built £1 million? That's what even my son says. What would you do if you had £1 million? My dad would burn it.
Do you know, funnily enough, Barry and myself, the White Gips, was recording a wee EP just now, and we'll never play it live. And I don't care.
That was a harsh, shameless plug there, Davey.
I know, but
Don't buy it, kids. It's too harsh. And
I won't be selling it. It'll be free. Because nobody has to buy it. But I'm more interested in hearing what it sounds like. Do you know what I mean? Rather than playing it live. I don't have any interest in playing live now at all.
until we get that Glastonbury headline slot, then to turn it down.
Do you enjoy playing live, Barry?
He probably does.
I still do, but I wouldn't do it all the time.
No. I think maybe because I've done it for so long and I don't know.
I like the excitement of it all, I must admit.
It's all new to you.
No, but
Exactly, that wears off.
plans for the future. What is George Noman's plans for the future?
A new album after we finish rehearsing for this gig. New album, another 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 new album. Death. Continue.
Well, what was a bit of space between the albums, George?
Well, at least we'll have a box set in the size of a cupboard that you open up and it's all on records. I just keep doing it,
Aye.
you know, don't care. Just continue doing what we do. And then sell out, move to the Bahamas and live on the royalties,
Good man.
an island each. And we can just phone in our parts to the studio, or employ people to be us,
Aye.
and go and play live and feel that excitement, where we stay home and just count the money.
You can,
We could hire
get a good job. You?
yeah, it's just shave your head.
because you like playing live.
Aye, I love it.
You
I
love
love
it.
it.
You do love
I
it.
love
You
it.
see when you play live, you love it.
I love it.
That's
You
fair
could be
enough.
there.
Everybody the same height.
We could be
Yeah,
there.
George,
You
sir.
could join the Australian Noman
I
and
could
tour the world.
If I lose a
as
few
a tribute.
pounds, I could be you.
But you don't need to. Just to say the stage puts weight on them.
Just say you are George.
Aye, they believe you. I believe you.
George Noman, it's been a pleasure, son.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you very much.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
George.
much.
And thank you
you.
to the cameraman. Thank you, Barry.